Hey girls, this is the video as promised, just to give you guys a full rundown. Obviously, Wednesday wasn't the greatest time in the rain to have a chat to you about this small changeover between Nick and myself. So this is a chance for everyone in the team, regardless of where you are based around the country and the world, just sort of get a rundown on the changeover. So everyone's on the same page. Hopefully, answer as many questions as possible. Make it nice and smooth to transition, and then if you've got anything, you can just message me back directly. So I've got a whole bunch of little sheets I want to sort of run through, and then we'll sort of feed up as we go. Hopefully, if you're seeing this, it'll be linked into a YouTube page, so you'll be able to sort of screen through the bottom as we get into it. So first thing first, from me, what you can expect going forward from this season is I'll be taking care of you guys for all your programming, so all your strength and conditioning stuff. I'll be writing up all your programs and your conditioning. Your conditioning at this stage is still following on from the good work Nick's been doing with you guys, and I've got you programmed for your gym for next week, which should stay the same for the following 2 weeks after that if all goes well, and if we don't need to adjust any small things. Also from me, I will be at your gym training, so at the gym in town here, every Wednesday morning from 5:30 till about 7 o'clock. And then the gym on Wednesday night and the field session on Wednesday night as well. So I'll do that double header. And then in season, I will do Tuesdays and Thursdays. If we train up at the SRI or on the fields in town. And then game days, I'll be there to support you guys as well. So we'll warm up, sideline stuff, etc., etc. I'm always contactable. So, I mean, I work 40, 50 hours a week. Pretty busy during the weekdays, split shifts on mornings and nights. But my phone is always around, so you guys got a direct message. If you need anything, send me a text. I may not get back to you straight away, but I will respond to you that day. In terms of going forward, if you could try message me about problems, if it's not an urgent problem, try get a message to me, and I'll sort it out. If it's something and you're there in the gym, Nick and Ben will have a full understanding of how we're going to continue to work going forward. They are there to support you guys as well. So if you see something in there, you can ask them and they should be able to answer that for you on the spot. If it is something around your programming or something in the long run, send a message to me so that they can do their job, and I can solely focus on you guys. Cool. From you guys going forward, the NZAU has obviously sort of proved that women's rugby is turning professional. So what basically I want from you guys is to be professional. So work hard, don't cut any corners, don't take the piss out of anything. I don't want to be chasing out for little kid problems. I know from working with you guys last year that you all do work really hard and you're a good bunch. So I have good respect for you guys. Let's just keep it that way. Nice and simple. Just think, the goal is to set you guys up to move into Black Ferns, and some of you are already at that level or almost on that level. Just think, what would a Black Fern be doing? Would they be sort of mucking around, writing in workouts they hadn't done or something along those lines, or not contacting the right people after an injury, etc., etc. Okay, so just think, be professional as you can, contact the right people, get your rest, get your recovery in, put yourself first, okay? Make sure you're in the best shape going forward in terms of your training, recovery, rest, injuries, etc. And then we are there to help you, okay? We are a step in your ladder to get you to the Black Ferns, so we're here to support you. Sweet. In terms of your training and stuff, everything that I'm doing, make sure being part of that professionalism is reading, okay, what your session is. So don't just quickly go into Team Builder, go, sweet, I've got this, this, and this, and this, okay? If you want details, if you want sport-specific training, if you want sports science, if you want all that stuff that we can provide you, okay, look into your workouts, make sure that you've checked that you've actually gone into the session, read any small details, any notes, okay? Because I know there has been that problem. Team Builder won't allow us to put little notes on in the home view, so you need to click in, okay? So if I could ask you to please do that, that would be great. Now, I know so far you guys have seen that we're going, and I had a chat to you on Wednesday about the gold, silver, bronze. Quickly going to go over that now. This is a good thing, okay, not a bad thing. I know that you may feel like we're sort of splitting you up a little bit, well, I'm sort of splitting you up a little bit. In the ideal world gold standard, okay, we would each have you on your own program that's been specifically designed for you, and you're not sort of having and groups. So the more groups we could get you in reality, the better actually service you're getting, the more individualized to you you're getting, which we just can't do with the time. We don't have the resources. You're limited to sort of one trainer, and even this is a second job. So by putting you into groups, it's not a bad thing. I don't want you to feel like I'm sort of saying, well, you're not at this level, well, you're not, you can't work with those people. I'm sitting on a naughty corner. Okay, there's a reason you're not with that person, and that may be a difference of training age. So you could be 35 with a training age of 1, you could be 20 with a training age of 1, you could be 20 with a training age of 10, okay? You're just not at that level that we see you to be comfortable in that group. So we're doing you a favor, okay, by putting you around what's going to be best for you to get you the most improvement the fastest, to get to the next level. If we put you in a group that you're either under trained to be in, so you're not quite at that level yet, you're not going to improve as fast as you can, or otherwise if you are overtrained, if you're too good to be doing that sort of training, okay, you need something higher, then again you're not going to get to that point. So we're trying to do you the best favor we can, and get you to that point. Okay, we want you to focus on your workout. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Okay, focus really well on what you're doing, and you'll find you'll improve a lot quicker. So that's what we want to do it for. Again, send me any messages you want. Okay, I'm happy to talk to us anymore. In terms of also doing a workout Friday with a little bit of leg stuff, a little bit of training. Your Fridays, okay, they need to be a full session. 2 sessions a week is not going to give you enough stimulus to grow to that next level. Okay, so we need to, in the next 10 weeks, get as much training and as much stimulus for the body to adapt in the next 10 weeks as possible, so that when you're in season, I'll take a back step with the team with the gym training. We just want to sort of maintain you, maybe get small improvements in strength, improvements in power, okay, but not be pushing it to really grow those adaptations. But while we're in this club season, which isn't highly demanding compared to in season, we want to push. And the way I want you to think about it is that if we sacrifice sort of 10%, so if you go into your Saturday game just sort of 10% down on your 100%, if you add up those 10% across the 10 weeks, that's 100%. Okay, that's a massive improvement on what we will see in the long run over the 10 weeks. So I know it's hard, you think about leg stuff. The leg stuff on Friday shouldn't be challenging. It's just maintenance. But we do need to sacrifice, because winning the club season and coming out of club season super fresh but under prepped for the Mod 10 season, okay, isn't going to get us to the next level. We need to be hitting that in-season Mod 10 at the best level we can be. So just have a think about that. Again, send me a question, happy to talk to you about it. Upper session will be on Monday because you've done your legs. Okay, on Saturday you've had a lot of volume running around. So Mondays will be upper day focused, okay, with some little lowers. Wednesday will be predominantly heavy lower, okay, and Friday is sort of to push your full body. Last one before we split into just sort of the gym groups, give you guys an idea of what I'm trying to achieve in the next 6 to 9 weeks in that sort of 10-week block for our in-season. So we're going after a style of, first we're going to look at some eccentric training. So that's all about control, lowering the weight under control. So lowering it under a longer time than you're used to. Eccentric training is known to help muscle improvement. What we're looking for is a different stimulus that you've ever done before. So your body's used to training. If you constantly run a 5K run, you'll only get the same. If you constantly only bench at 5 sets of 5 or 4 sets of 10 or something over and over and over again, you'll never get anywhere. So by having variance, you give the body a new stimulus and you'll adapt faster. So this is your new stimulus to hopefully adapt you faster. You may find you get sore from it because it's something new the body hasn't done. The same way if you only run 1K and then you go out and do 100-meter sprints, you're going to be pretty sore the next day. So we're going after the eccentric first. Ease into it because of those DOMs. So just don't overcook it on the first day. You won't know how sore you're going to be until sort of the next session. So you've got 3 weeks of this program. Ease yourself into it, but don't also pussyfoot around, okay? So we want to get some good training out of it. We want to make some good inroads. The reason for it, and I'll sort of give you the real basic scientific background, okay, is, so if you think that's the V we're sort of looking at, okay, now this is where the bar starts or where your lift starts, okay? If we think of a squat, okay, you lower down to the bottom and then you lift back up and you get that V, okay? Now this is your time, okay, across the top. So the weaker the athlete or less powerful the athlete, okay, it'll take them longer because it's so heavy they have to control it, slow down, so it'll come down slow, and then because it's so heavy and they're not strong, it'll take them a longer time to get it up. We're working this down phase, so we're going to really build some strength through here. So what's going to happen is we're going to tip that V, so you'll be able to become you'll be able to lower a weight faster under heavy load, and that will also help you to, in contact, absorb a lot more weight quicker, which will help you with injury reduction and things like that. And so yeah, that will help you sort of get better at that. So we'll be able to help you sort of absorb that force going down. Cool. So then in the next sort of block after that, we're going to work that bottom bit. So you'll bring the weight down, hold, okay, and we'll work that bottom section in the bottom. So that's your isometric. So that's dropping down, holding weight, being able to hold a heavy weight, okay, under load and get the feel for it before you explode. And then the last bit, we will work on that concentric phase. So, okay, so we will eventually, after 6 to 9 weeks, we want to go from this, okay, to shorten up that V. So you can move a heavy weight faster, okay, increase that power, which we know, I've spoken to the coaches about, saying power is something we sort of fall short on, okay, in the women's rugby. So that's what we want to do. A new stimulus to help you grow that muscle to get stronger quicker and aid with injury reduction. Cool. So again, any questions, flick me a message. I'm trying not to take too long. I know I'm at 11 minutes already. What I'm going to do now is, hopefully on the bottom you'll be able to see when I go into each block of training. So just scroll along the bottom. If the video comes up, you'll be able to see when it comes to your block. First, I'm going to go through the golds, if you can read that. That might even come the wrong way around. Okay, so golds, okay, when you see the silver, if you feel like you're in gold, silver, bronze, okay, if you're not sure if you're going to be in bronze or not, okay, when it gets to that stage, just skip through, just sort of have a check. We're just going to go through a rough, quick countdown of what each thing goes through. So if you're in a silver or bronze, okay, you can sort of skip through there now. If gold, we're going to quickly really chat through it. Okay, so gold, nice and easily. Okay, so you guys are barbell dominant. Okay, so the big bars, okay, take the most stability, take the most weight, the most fatiguing on everything. So they're the big lifts. Okay, so that's what we want you guys focusing on. Eccentric phasing, so really working the lowering part of the lift. If you're not sure, quickly just Google what eccentrics means. Okay, look into the tempos. All your eccentric focused lifts that have been listed on your exercises have your tempos next to it. 4 numbers, eccentric is first, so that's the lowering of the squat. The isometric is at the bottom, so the second number. The concentric is the third number, so that's the lifting, so popping back out of the squat. And the 4th number is at the top, so there's normally a 1 at the top, so it'll just stand at the top. So it'll be 3 seconds down, so nice and slow. 0, 1, 2, 3, 0 at the bottom, so it's starting and then straight back up. 1 second controlled up, 1 second sort of rest at the top, and then reset, go again. You've got a good push-pull balance, fit out that upper body, so we want to retain that shoulder health, so you're doing forward, back, and sort of vertical work, so keeping nice level balance, working all the big lifts. You've changed out your squats to a split squat. Now again, it's variance. I know you've done a lot of back squatting recently. I want to give you something new, a new stimulus, okay, really help that posterior chain, hamstrings, glutes, lower back. Also help that quad, push you through the depth. Shorty, I know you'll be different, so I'll help you out there. You're away with Blackfin, so it shouldn't matter too much. And then you've got a lateral band walk straight after that. Now that's to help the adductors. ACL injuries are massive in women's injury, so this is to try help that valgus, so that inner knee movement. So that's what you guys have got. And then on Friday, most of your lifts should all make sense. You're all really competent in the gym. You've got a back extension for 20 seconds on the Friday, okay, and that is for you guys to just maintain some posterior chain, so hamstring, glutes, and the legs. Just maintain, okay, it's not an overwork, 20 seconds, okay, I don't want you to thrash yourself for 20 seconds, just sort of work 4 times, just so that muscle, okay, isn't going to waste off. We're going to sort of stay the same as opposed to dropping off over the weekend. Cool, so that's gold. Again, please, I've probably missed so many things, just send me a message and I'll get around to you. I'm trying to chop through this as fast as I can. So, silvers, alright, so silvers, if you've flipped through the video, if you've managed to make it until here, now is your turn, okay? If you're not sure if you're a silver or bronze, okay, just watch the next 2. You guys have an eccentric focus as well, okay? So that lowering, you've got exercise listed for your eccentric focus, okay? So you've got your, and if you click into your exercise, okay, you can see it. In there, you've got your tempos. Now, I went through this with the golds. If you didn't watch it, I'll go through it again. You've got 4 numbers for tempo. So if you've got an eccentric lift, with all your lifts, if there's a tempo there, pay attention to it because it does matter. Okay, read your lifts, read your tempos, read any extra information. Your first number on your tempos, you'll have 4 numbers. The first number is the eccentric. So at the top of a squat, your first number is how many seconds you're lowering. If it's 3 seconds, okay, it's 0, 1, 2, 3. Your second number is the isometric at the bottom of a squat. Now, For this round, it should be a 0, maybe a 1, but most of your exercise should be a 0. So you're just straight off the bottom of the squat, you come down at 3, 2, 1. Okay, you hit that bottom of the squat, no hold at the bottom, 1 second controlling up, and then a 1 second at the top to sort of squeeze those glutes, get that nice squeeze, okay, reset yourself again, bring in that brace in the core, catch your breath, and then go again. You've got a push-pull Monday, so an upper body focused Monday session because you've done a lot of lower body hitting on the weekend with all your running. Okay, so we want to work those arms. You've had Sunday off, push-pull Mondays, strong leg down Wednesday, okay, that 48 hours from Wednesday until Friday will give you enough time to go through your full body, and that's a day before your game on Saturday. So you should be fairly well recovered, okay, before that session Friday and then your game on Saturday. We don't want to do legs Monday because you've just had a heavy hit out on Saturday. We're not going to get the value we need out of that session. You've got a pretty good split between dumbbells and barbell exercises. Okay, if you're used to doing a lot of barbell stuff, good, change it to dumbbells. Okay, get that new variance, get that new stress on the body to get that, bump up that adaptation to build that strength a bit quicker. And I want you really focusing on the stability during this eccentric phase. So learn to control. We want to take away that wobbling. We want to be nice and strong. We're doing dumbbell walks, dumbbell presses rather than with dumbbells. We want to see it. We don't want one left hand being weaker than the right. You do have some barbells as well because I know you guys, a good chunk of you guys are pretty competent lifters. And the big thing for you guys is I want you to really push technique on this one. So push step, push control. Okay, some of you have been lifting for a while. Okay, but I want you to really sort of look at, can I move better? Movement efficiency is key. If you can squat, say if you've got a person A and a person B, and they both squat 80 kilos for 8, but this person can do it and it only takes up sort of 8% of the energy, and this person takes 10% of the energy. Okay, this person's going to last longer in a game. They're going to be able to do more heavy hits. They're going to last longer in the game, and they've got less chance of getting injured than this person. So if you cut your technique short, okay, in the long run, it's got massive ramifications. So technique is also your focus. Right, last one. I'm fucking motoring through before I get to 20 minutes. Bronze, okay, no one is in the bronze as of yet, okay, but if you feel like bronze might be for you, okay, if you've got less than 2 years of lifting, you're probably going to be in the bronze. Not a bad thing. This is a perfect time for you, okay? You're probably so fortunate to have someone look after you at such an early stage in your rugby professional career. Now with this SZRU funding, and that's what we want to do. We want to get you guys the best setup so that you're most likely going to be in rugby for the next 5, maybe things go about 10 years. Let's start it well. Let's get a really good base. So learn to move with full confidence. Okay, I definitely don't want you guys cutting corners. Don't sacrifice your technique for weights. Okay, lifting a heavy weight will make you stronger, yes, but it's so much harder to break a bad habit than it is to build a good new one. So let's build good habits. Okay, let's get your technique right. We're going to do a lot of dumbbell stuff to build that stability, make sure our left and rights are as strong as one another. We've got good core control. Our breathing's fine. We can do the lift nice and smooth. We've got all the little muscles working in well. We're not just sort of neglecting some muscles, or some of them aren't working at all. All that's going to do is lead to injuries and problems, and you're actually going to end up weaker down the end. And tempos. Pay attention to your tempos. So look at your lifts. Look at your 4 numbers. First number is your lowering. Okay, so if you are dropping down from a squat, first number is coming down. Second number is at the bottom, should be a 0. Third number is coming up, and your fourth number is at the top. So it's 3 seconds, 3, 2, 1, down, 0. 1 second coming up, 1 second at the top. Now, I hope I've hit everything. I'm almost out of breath. Fuck it. It's been an effort. Please, if you've got any questions, send me a message. Hopefully this actually works and comes through to you guys. I'm actually super fizzed about working with all of you guys. Probably it's only the bronzes that are hearing this right now. So, lucky you, I'm actually really excited about working with you girls too. Getting you guys started on a really good fresh foot. Okay, thank you all. See you soon.